You're listening to REV-UP St. Lucia, the Alpha Up Radio, 95.9 FM.
Have you noticed behavioral changes in self and loved ones that trouble you? You're losing your mind, but it just wouldn't go away. Well, join Dr. Phil, clinical counselor, and his beloved Clarissa, counseling psychologist, on The Healing Process every Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. That's The Healing Process, Thursdays, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Let the healing process begin.
This is the healing process coming your way today, folks. When it comes to dealing with the challenges, the changes, and crises of life, it is important to seek help early. Don't sit around sucking your thumb until that chassis is on the road. The earlier you seek help, the shorter and easier it will be because there will be less of a mess to deal with. Contrary to popular notion, counseling is not just for crazy people. It's for anyone who can benefit from an outside objective expert perspective to help them enjoy their little lives to the fullest. I am Dr. Phil.
And I am Claire, sending pleasant greetings to, first of all, the lady right across to us, Lady J.
Good morning.
And the consoles, good morning to you. Andrea and the dedicated team at REV-UP St. Lucia. And to every listener tuned in today, not forgetting, guess who?
Your hubby?
Mama. Mama Barrow.
Okay. I left that for you to say. Yes.
Isn't that nice? She's
In addition,
listening.
whether you're joining us from right here in St. Lucia, across the diaspora, or anywhere around the globe, whether it's good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, we welcome you to another episode of The Healing Process.
Yes.
And you know what that means? The healing process. We all need some healing, believe me.
Absolutely.
Remember, this program is more than a broadcast. It is a safe place with you in mind, where your stories are honored, where your healing can begin, and where your heart can learn to trust once again. Now, last time, I wasn't around, but Dr. Phil introduced you to the marriage killer. You stood at the altar and promised until death do us part, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But death didn't kill the marriage. Bad communication did.
That's right.
The experts are unanimous. The number one relationship assassin is the way we speak and the way we fail to listen. It is lethal and it is everywhere. And chances are, guess what? It's sitting right across from you at the dinner table. Well, Lady J is sitting right across from me, but we're not at the dinner table. So you're not the one, Lady J. So welcome as we continue putting the ultimate relationship killer under the microscope. Don't forget, you can call us at any time during the program if you would like to. And the numbers to call, the WhatsApp number 287-0971 and the studio line 572-9710. So you can call us at any time if you would like to join in conversation, or if we're speaking about a specific topic and you would like some clarification, or maybe you have a suggestion, or maybe you have a question.
That's right. So, thanks, Claire. It makes a big, big difference when the help that is meet for us men is present.
Thank you.
And welcome back. Folks, the last time we met, I shared what is effective communication. So I'm just going to briefly go back there. Lady J is fixing me up nicely.
Want to hear you
Thanks.
loud and clear.
Beautiful.
Well, you see, they need us women around, right?
This is just what I said.
You just said that.
It makes a difference when the help that is meet for us men is present. There we go. I'm going back into what is effective communication briefly, because it's very important for us to make the link. Effective communication, as I said before, is the process of exchanging information, thoughts, and feelings in a way that the message is successfully delivered, received, and understood exactly as intended. In the context of a relationship, a simple way is to define it is the bridge that ensures you are not just hearing each other, but actually understanding each other. It requires the following. Quickly. Number one, an effective communicator. My concern in that case is to make sure that the other party or parties understand the message I want to convey, while taking responsibility for making sure that my exact thoughts, my exact feelings and intentions are accurately conveyed. In other words, I am clearly stating what I mean and meaning what I say. I hope you have that locked down. Number two, it has to involve an active listener. My concern here would be to make sure that I understand exactly what you want before I respond. It would be the responsibility of the active listener to make sure that what is being conveyed is what was received and will be acted upon. Remember, today, and don't forget it tomorrow. Remember the information today, and please don't forget it tomorrow. The experts have cited ineffective communication as the ultimate marriage killer, the slow erosion of communication. Not the arguments, not the bills, not the marriage hitman infidelity, not even the in-laws, but the silence that grows when hearts stop speaking and listening.
Wow, well put, Phil. And you've been hearing us speaking about that over and over again. I hope you're not getting tired of hearing it, but we're putting it into practice. But here's the twist. It's always interesting when there's a twist. It's not just about whether you talk, it's about how you talk. Not whether you talk, but how you talk. Every one of us learns and leans forward toward a communication style.
Yes,
Don't we?
we have a bias,
We
for
all,
sure.
we all have a communication style. No one is exempt. You may be passive, passive-aggressive, aggressive, or assertive. So there are 4 types. Passive, in case you didn't get it, passive-aggressive, and or assertive. And the antidote to erosion begins with knowing your style. Now, over the years, we've often heard aggressive individuals refer to themselves as being assertive. Have you heard that, Phil?
Oh, sure, quite often.
Yes, I remember this a few cases where the individuals, they were They were really sure about the fact that they were assertive, only to find out when they came to counseling, oh my, I wasn't assertive, I was aggressive.
They themselves would tell you that they're not taking any nonsense from anybody, and then they would go about saying what they would do, which by no means would be assertiveness.
Yes.
It was surely aggressiveness.
Yes, so I'm not sure if you, the listener or the viewer, you've heard an aggressive person say they're assertive. But this happens when we don't understand what these modes of communication mean and how it relates to us as individuals and the impact that it has on others. Now, to put it briefly, and don't worry, we'll go into detail with each one, but here's what to expect with each mode of communication.
It would be nice if you could call your hubby, call somebody, your spouse. Let's listen to Dr. Phil and Claire. Let's do it. Let's start all over again. People pay quite a bit of money to come to Claire and I to learn to be assertive, and here is your opportunity. So call your sweetheart. Let's come together. Let's listen to this. Take your time, Claire. Go ahead. Share with us.
So with the passive mode, here's what you'll get: silence, avoidance, or going along to get along,
Yes.
doing what it takes. It seems peaceful, doesn't it?
In the beginning,
But
yes.
guess what? It builds resentment and walls.
Right.
It builds walls. Now, with the passive-aggressive mode, here's what you'll get: indirect digs, and we'll explain later,
Yes.
sarcasm, withdrawal, and it erodes trust because the real issue is never addressed. With the aggressive mode, let's see what you'll get: loud, dominating, or critical actions from the other person.
Yep.
It may win arguments. Yes, it may win the argument, but guess what? It loses intimacy. Now, with the assertive mode, here's what you'll get: an honest, respectful, and clear person. And this is the antidote. It dismantles the walls, it prevents the traps like criticism or stonewalling, and we'll explain later, and keeps love connected. So, folks, the antidote isn't just talk anymore. It's not talk, it's learning to talk better, to speak better, to shift from passive-aggressive, or aggressive patterns into assertive communication. Now, assertiveness says, I value myself, I value you, and I want us to understand each other. And that's how couples stop the erosion and start rebuilding.
That's
So
right.
this is the antidote.
Okay, so if you're passive-aggressive, or aggressive, we will help you for sure to climb the ladder to becoming an assertive person. But first, you need to be in a position to understand the different styles of communication and the effect they have on you and other individuals. That's why I call upon you to get your sweetheart, get that individual, get maybe your son, your daughter. If you're always in an argument and you perceive that there is lots of evidence of aggressiveness, call them. Let's sit and listen for a moment. So number one.
But before you go there, I think sometimes we zero in on the other person. This person is aggressive, this person is passive-aggressive, but we don't look at ourselves.
Right. And this
So
is
it's important to know what your mode of communication is, as well as your spouse or significant other.
That's right. That's perfectly in order. And the first thing here, look in the mirror as we are sharing with you.
Look at the man in the mirror or the
Yes.
woman in the mirror.
That's right.
Okay,
And then check yourself. Number one,
let me look at myself.
you look at beautiful. Yeah. Understand the different styles of communication and the effect they have. First step. Number two, Identify your own. There we go. And identify, your own styles or style of communication, because you can fall into one or two brackets. Know your
You're
worth.
telling me somebody could be aggressive and be what, passive?
They could use passive-aggressive motives now and then. Yeah.
Okay.
Know your worth and the worth of others. We will be coming down strong on this. Be clear about your goals.
Not me.
Not my Claire. Be your Claire about your goals. You need to be very sure about what you want from this life. It is speeding on. It's not looking back.
Yes.
Number 5, be prepared to learn from your successes and failures. Sometimes we like to focus on the successes, but we could get complacent. The failures usually have us to stop for a moment and take stock of what's going on, giving us an opportunity to learn and grow. So be prepared to learn from your successes and failures.
Or it can send us into a depression.
There we go. Number 6, but be flexible and don't expect too much. Remember, you may have been operating in passive-aggressive mode, passive mode, aggressive mode for a long time, and you're not going to be assertive come Sunday morning. You
Don't
need
expect too much from yourself or from others.
all of
Who
a
are you
sudden
you're referring to?
from yourself. From yourself.
From
Sometimes we are
yourself,
hard on
from others.
ourselves, and we give up. But if we understand we have been doing it the wrong way, communicating very ineffectively over a long period of time, it will take a little time for us to get used to the new mode of communication, Claire.
Okay.
So be flexible. And
Can you please let them know that the lines will open at 12 and not before? Because calls are coming in.
okay, that's okay.
You wanna
We
take the
said
call?
that,
Yes. We did tell them they could call.
Hello?
You want me to take the call?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
All right. Go ahead, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I see a missed call from that number, so I called.
No, okay. You.
No. No.
Sorry. No, not from
Yes.
this number. Okay.
Yes,
All right. Thank you for calling.
we did say if there's anything.
No, the person is saying they saw a miss
Right.
call
Okay.
from this number.
Yes. Okay.
So we were on number 6, to be flexible and don't expect too much too quickly. Be patient with yourself. Number 7, now that's the big one. Learn to listen.
But we
Remem-
all have 2 ears.
and some people asking God for 1,000 tongues. He gave us 1 and 2 ears. Learn to listen. And remember, folks, we'll be delving there a little deeper, delving into there a little deeper. But be careful to understand that there is a difference between listening and hearing. Hearing is automatic. Listening is a skill to
skill,
be
yes.
learned. Now, in preparing the foundation for developing assertive behavior, we will have 2 main tasks to accomplish. Number 1, identifying mode of communication style.
Is it a task? When you say task, somebody might say, wow, must be difficult.
Well, it is, but you need to be patient. And all right.
Colleen is calling.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good
Oh,
morning.
good morning, Colleen. We haven't heard you in a while.
Good morning, sweetheart. My heart is
Good morning,
breaking.
how are- I know I'm very I apologize. I'm not able to call
She did
because
say
I
that
have
the
my
last
mom
time.
on a Thursday.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let me tell
so
you,
I said
you
yes.
don't need to apologize because it's not your fault. All right? Yes.
okay, that's okay. But how are you guys doing?
Oh, we are doing great in spite of the challenges here and there. We're doing great.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted to say that I'm learning that I might be communicating the wrong way because sometimes when I say something, it bothers me. Like I reflect on it during the day after I say it.
Okay.
So I'm learning right
So
now.
you're listening to the right program, okay?
Yes.
And give
Yes, I
my
am.
boy a hug for me.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Phil and Claire.
All right,
Clarissa.
then. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
I hope you can
Beautiful.
listen to the
Welcome.
entire program, yes.
I always listen. If I can't listen on the Thursday, I listen on the Saturday or the Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, okay
Yes.
then.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
calling. We appreciate your
You're
call.
welcome. Okay, thank you.
So we said,
So she did say that she thinks about what she said during the day, which is important.
yes.
Sometimes it's good to reminisce on what happened during the day and to find out what did I say to that person, and if your gut feeling, oh my, I spoke too harshly or I said the wrong words, then you can do something about it. If you within yourself you feel that it didn't come out the right way, you can always apologize to the person.
And when
If it's troubling you,
yes, and when you're apologizing, apologize once and mean it. Passive people apologize over and over again for the same thing.
but assertive people make errors as well. Even if you're assertive, at one point or the other, you may make an error and have
Yes.
to apologize.
But what is important is the assertive person would know how to address it.
Right, immediately.
Right.
So I'm happy she called because she did send a message saying that she's not able to call, but she's listening. And then she also says when she's not able to call and not able to watch the program because she's busy,
Yes.
she watches on Facebook on the Saturday.
Yes, on
Okay, great
YouTube.
stuff.
Mhm.
Great stuff.
Yes, or
So-
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So we're going into preparing the foundation for developing assertive behavior, and we will have two main tasks. We said number one, you need to identify where you are as far as communication is concerned, and number two, you need to know your worth, not what people say your worth is, but what you know it is, and we will go into this further a little later.
Yes.
And when we speak about knowing your worth, it means understanding yourself, accepting and forgiving yourself for the way that you are, because you're about learning now. So you need to forgive for past mistakes because you cannot change it. You can only learn from it and move on. Decide to change. And that's if you want. Nobody should force you to change. You should see the need for yourself and decide to change. D, give yourself permission to succeed and to fail, to make mistakes. Remembering there is a difference between mistakes and bad choices.
Yes.
So when we say give yourself permission, understand you're human.
Make allowance for the human factor.
Yes, we are not perfect. As a matter of fact, when you've beaten up yourself to do things perfectly, you fall into the bracket of a perfectionist. You will destroy yourself. You'll frustrate yourself and you'll frustrate others.
That's so true. Now, here comes the difficult part for many of us. In order to understand ourselves, we need to understand ourselves. And the reason we don't behave assertively, the first move is to revisit our current patterns of behavior. You got that? Revisit your current patterns of behavior. Sit down, take stock of yourself and your patterns of behavior, even if you have to write
Am I a
it.
good listener?
Write it down.
Am I a good
Yes.
listener?
We have a call.
Hello, good morning.
good
Thanks
morning.
for calling.
Hello. Hello, good morning, Claire. Good morning, Lady J. Good morning.
Good morning,
Dr.
Mr.
Phil?
Sylvester.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, that's the first time I'm calling in the morning.
Great stuff. Good, good.
Right. So good morning is in order.
Yeah. Thanks for accepting my call.
Okay,
All
no
right.
problem.
Claire, how are you feeling?
Oh, I was wondering.
Well, I could say I'm 90%. I'm waiting for the all clear from the doctor, but I'm 90%,
dear.
thank God.
Okay, glad to hear that. Okay, thanks for accepting my call.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Dr. Phil,
Yes, sir.
Sunday in your pastoral suit, sometimes even me mistake my feeling for reality. Because sometimes I feel by
I'm not married. I don't feel like I'm married, but in reality, I am.
Yes.
So I'm just leaving it there.
You have the certificate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm leaving it there. But Claire, I have a little thing here because I like to deal with you.
I know that.
I'm married. To me, before I can say my marriage is not broken, but a little what we call hairline fracture. Yeah, I was paying the bills. I was giving the money. I don't know if I was just talking and not communicating. And I just cannot understand how things went wrong. Serious. So where did I go wrong? To me, I was paying the bills, putting food on the table, even saying the I love you. And so I don't know.
Listen, just listen for a moment. Listen, you said you used to say that I love you. Let me say it.
Yeah, and
Hey,
showing
hang on, just hang on a minute. Claire, I love you. Number 2, Claire, sweetheart, I loved you before I married you, and that hasn't changed up to now. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's up to you to check yourself, because Claire said before, it's not what you say, it's the way you say it, because words just convey 7% of what we're trying to communicate to the listener. Your body language, 38%, your tone of voice, 38%, and your body language, 55%. So I can say I love somebody, and the tone of voice will tell them much more than the words I'm speaking.
Now, even if you put in food on the table, I'm not saying that's your case, but you put food on the table, you take care of the children and so on, and the intimacy is not there. You cannot relate to each other. You don't speak to each other, your heart. You, maybe your wife or your, I'm generalizing now, or your significant other has something on her heart and she's afraid to speak to you, or she's unable to because of her own issues in the past, her traumas. She's unable, she doesn't know how to communicate with you. But you may be able to communicate, but she may not be able to communicate. So there's a barrier, there's a wall. So it's just, that's why we said effective communication, there's a listener and a communicator. So the communicator knows how to communicate, but the listener should know how to respond. And so something went wrong along the way. And
What would happen? What should happen is let him listen to the program, and then he'll know where he went wrong.
I don't know. Let me finish by saying I don't know if I was maybe putting more attention on the material side rather than on the moral side. I don't know.
Yeah.
yes, because as couples get older, as the children grow older, you often hear them say, I wish I had spent more time with my family. People on their dying bed, that's what they say. I wish I had spent more time with my family as they grow older.
I think what he's getting at is that, what I'm understanding is that he's not affectionate. So he took that part of him to more or less pay the bills, do whatever, because that's what he believed in.
Yes,
And that's probably the
sometimes that's how he was raised. Sometimes something happened in the past, in his childhood.
But let's generalize it.
Yes.
Women go for affection.
Exactly.
You can pay the bills and stuff like that, but when they start to feel that loneliness, when they start to feel that this relationship does not spell affection,
Exactly.
my affectionate needs are not being met, you can give how much you want.
They don't feel.
And we're speaking generally here.
Yeah.
Now, they have the exception to the rule, Claire and Lady J. They have some women, they don't care. Once they get money, it's after you're fed.
Yes.
Ooh,
But you have to
affection must come my way.
There we go.
I want the
Yeah.
affection first.
All right. So that was a good call, and I'm sure lots of
You
individuals
can call back again.
learning from your prompt, my brother. So thank you very much for your contribution.
And you're not the only one.
Not at all.
Yes.
So let's continue
as
from
I
there.
said, there are many on their dying beds who have said, I wish I had spent more time with my family. Even spending time with your significant other, doing things together, bonding, that enhances the intimacy. Taking a little trip together without the children, things like that. It enhances. But supplying is not always the only thing. It matters, but
Yes.
not the only thing that matters.
Right. So, quite rightly so, Claire, when we speak about revisiting our patterns of behavior, we mean common patterns like avoidance, choosing silence instead of addressing issues. For example, ignoring a spouse's spending habits rather than calmly discussing them. You sit in a corner and you're grumbling to yourself and you're not addressing the issue. Sarcasm or indirect digs.
Or no action tonight.
Kabali and chokabaku veti.
No action tonight.
Yeah. Saying fine, do whatever you want when upset instead of expressing true feelings. You're saying, that's fine with me, but in the heart, it is not fine with you. Explosive reactions, that is, raising your voice or cutting off the other person mid-sentence, which shuts down dialogue. Now, in the studio, that's okay. While we must keep things going. So Claire can cut in, Lady J can cut in. But at
Vibing.
home, when you're dealing with an issue, it is very important to listen to a phrase, a complete idea, before you cut in. So now we come to over-accommodation. We have a caller?
We have a call.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Dr. Phil, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lady J, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
I think I'm kind of selfish, eh?
Are you?
Imagine, Dr. Phil, I heard you call a few names on Sunday. My name was the only name I heard.
Really?
I heard you call other names.
Uh-huh.
But imagine, I'm so selfish. My name was the
But
only
that's
name.
it.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. You want to know. This is what I'm saying, that people feel joyful when they are mentioned over the media.
From there, so.
Yes.
Okay. So we are happy to know that you listened and
Yes,
you are
I
looking
listened.
forward to being mentioned because you're important.
I am.
All right.
She knows her worth.
Yes.
Yes. What I really took with me the whole week is just our pacifier.
There we go, like the
so-
baby's pacifier.
Cool, yes.
Beautiful.
So cool, you know.
Yes.
I worry so much. And, a baby pacifier, when a child is crying, and you put that in their mouth, they're cool and quiet.
Yes.
And I carry that with me throughout the week. And I said, yes, I don't have to worry. Why worry? And what I learned today, we have to be prepared to learn from our failures. I've failed along the way, and I try to pick up the pieces to make things better. So
It's
it's very
what we can
encouraging
learn
listening
from it.
to
Tell
you.
yourself, what did I learn from that mistake, that bad choice? Because beating up yourself and saying, I shouldn't, boy, what if, you won't get anywhere.
Or saying it should never happen to me, because it's inevitable that at some point all of us will fail at something.
All right. So thanks for calling us.
Yeah, bye-bye.
And
Appreciate the call.
I'll give you a shout out again.
It's dairy, so.
Okay. So we have explosive reactions, raising the voice, or cutting off the other person mid-sentence, which shuts down dialogue or exchange. Now, over-accommodation. Always saying yes.
Like the movie Coming to America.
Imagine you have a spouse, everything is yes, act like a dog. Rawr, rawr. No, I don't want this in my life. I want somebody who could challenge the things I'm saying, who could have dialogue, give me their perspective, challenge what I'm saying, and in the end, we will come out with a better result. To keep peace, saying yes just to keep the peace, even when it means suppressing your own needs. Now we come to defensiveness. We are not saying here that you cannot defend yourself if somebody is attacking you. Your life is threatened family life is threatened. That's not what we're saying here. Defensiveness, responding to feedback with excuses or counterattacks instead of listening and clarifying. Again, stonewalling. You remember Claire mentioned that in her discourse? That is withdrawing emotionally or physically during conflict, leaving issues unresolved.
That means you're present, but you are withdrawn emotionally.
Exactly.
Yes.
We will look at these patterns like mirrors. Reason? Because they show us where we are stuck. The remedy begins when we recognize them, name them, and then make the conscious choice to shift towards assertiveness. Standing up for yourself, saying what you mean and meaning what you say, understanding your rights and respecting the rights of others in the process.
There's a saying that goes, you must name it to tame it.
All right. Lame the animal and tame the animal, because taming a snake is different from taming a lion. Taming a rat is different from taming a cat. So that's good, Claire.
Name it to tame it.
Name it to tame it. Okay, so there we go. We will look at the patterns like mirrors, and the reason, because they show us where we are stuck. The remedy begins when we recognize them, name them, and then make the conscious choice to shift toward assertiveness, speaking honestly, listening respectfully that is, and valuing both voices in the relationship.
But Phil, at this point, let me remind us that our behavior pattern in our lifetime in general is that which will determine the way people will respond to us.
Exactly.
And it is in turn that this in turn is what determines the outcome of all our communication. I hope you got that. Remember, when we speak about communication, we are referring to both verbal and non-verbal social interactions. Remember, we said body language 55%, tone of voice 38%, and words only carry 7%.
But we rarely speak a lot.
Yes.
Some of us.
Wow.
It's the reverse, we speak 58%.
Exactly, and we find ourselves in all sorts of trouble.
Words
Yes.
only carry
7% of
7%
what
of
we actually
Our
communicating.
tone of voice 38% and body language 55%.
Hence, it is not a good idea to solve challenging issues over the telephone.
That's true.
Yes. If you can avoid it at all cost.
Just think of yourself at work. Somebody's on the other line and getting you, frustrated, and you're like your hands in the air, but they can't see you. Your face is a different way, and you roll up your eyes and you do all kind of things.
They can't
But
see
they
that.
can't see you.
Your body language is saying, I'm frustrated with that individual. Why don't they shut up? They cannot see that. You're pulling the telephone away from your ear sometimes.
I want to put down the phone.
But an assertive person would say to you, I am uncomfortable with where this is going. I'm unhappy with your language choice. And if you continue, I will put down the phone. That's what I would do. That's what I do. Okay.
And if they continue,
Put down the phone.
and they
Yeah.
call your boss and say, she put down the phone on me.
The boss will call you, sir. Her language was not in order, his language, his tone of voice. And I cautioned him because I would like to hear what he or she was saying. But it was very difficult. Apparently, she or he was upset. An assertive person would not be bothered about you going to the boss because you know what you know.
Yes. And when you know what you know, you're not worried.
You're not worried.
Yes. So where were we?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we said when we speak about communication, we're referring to verbal and non-verbal social interaction. So at the moment, we will speak about each of the mode of communication one by one. We'll start with the passive mode of communication.
Yes.
For instance, I will ask some questions, and maybe you can think about it. Is your relationship with others based on submission, and hopes to avoid confrontation at all costs.
The working sentence there, confrontation at all cost.
Avoid it.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you one who does very little talking or speaking, questions even less, and actually does very little? So you're just there, little talking. You just don't want to rock the boat. You have learned that it is safer not to react and better to disappear than to stand up and be noticed. And you're now using that as a crutch. So you're going to lean on that. And anytime a conflict comes up, that's what you're going to do. You're going to disappear. Are you the loser one who is always backing down, giving in, and being submissive? Is your communication style rife with apologies?
Remember what I said to the lady a while ago?
To Colleen.
To Colleen, if you know you offended somebody, they brought it to your attention, and you know that you are indeed guilty.
Or you feel uneasy, you feel guilty about what you just said.
You apologize, focusing on content, exactly what went wrong, and apologize. I'm sorry that I did that to you. Is there anything I can do to make amends? And once. Don't call the person on the phone twice a day. Boy, I'm thinking about how you may be thinking of what I did. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. This is not in order.
And
It's
always apologizing.
unhealthy.
A whole year has passed and you're still apologizing for the same thing.
But
Some
when-
people are like that.
Yes, when you assertively say, I'm grateful for you bringing that to my attention. That speaks well of you. And yes, I'm guilty of that. I'm truly sorry about that. Is there anything I
Now-
can do that will make you feel better?
Now the reverse. Sometime this morning somebody called and that person constantly says thank you. That they got some bad news, but they were able to deal with it because of what they were taught at Beacon of Hope.
There we go.
And so they constantly say thank you. They say, I know I've said thank you before, but every time a situation comes up and I know how to deal with it, it reminds me of what y'all guys have taught us. Right. And they continue to say thank you. But this morning, we're not talking about the thank yous. We're speaking about apologizing.
Yes.
Okay. So do you minimize statements saying things like, I feel so tired. I can't go to the store with you. Do you mind? Or I'm tired. Can you do the dishes tonight? Is that okay with you? Now, what are the minimizing statements here? I feel so tired. I can't go to the store with you.
That's wonderful. No problem here.
Do you mind?
But as soon as you add, do you mind? I too, I am tired. Oh yes, I mind. But if you say, I feel so tired, sweetheart, I just can't go to the store with you.
Yes, so it should stop right there.
It should stop right there.
I feel so tired, I can't go to the store with you.
Give him a little kiss or her a little kiss. Go along alone without me.
Or I'm tired, I can't do the dishes tonight. Is that okay with you? An adult saying, is that okay with you? What
That's
about if your kids?
minimizing.
What about if your kid says that to you?
The children, you will watch them twice for the week for that.
Agreed.
You didn't come from work. You came from playing. You tired?
You've been watching television.
Yes.
Yes.
So
folks,
get it clear. I think you should run over that again and help us to see the beautiful part of it, the assertive part
minimizing
of it,
statements.
and the minimizing aspect of it.
Okay. I feel so tired, I can't go to the store with you.
That's okay.
Or Phil, my body doesn't feel good. No action tonight.
I saw this glint in your eye, Claire, and I knew that's where you were going.
Oh, you know me so well.
There, something is missing.
This is reality.
Rain check has to follow that.
Can we have a ring?
But that's a good one. That's a good one. The guys would like to hear that.
But you would take on the cuddle, right? You would take on the cuddle.
Yes. Can we have a hurricane check?
Okay.
I love that word.
We always say rain check. How about a hurricane check sometimes?
A hurricane spells trouble. Oh, but that might be good. A hurricane
The hurricane
check.
would be all the way, I guess, and the rain check would be part of the way.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I just made that up.
Thank
good.
you, but it's good. It's good.
I'll lock that in.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
I love it.
Okay, so can you do the dishes tonight? But what's minimizing about it is that asking the question, is it okay if you?
Right. You're
Yes.
minimizing the fact that you're tired. You're
Yes.
tired. Being tired is existential. Don't minimize it with the next statement.
Yes. So if your answer is yes to many of these questions, you need help. You are passive. You're conveying the message to the person, you okay, but me, I'm not okay. You are the surrendering type, doing nothing and hoping to get what you want.
You'll get nothing.
Like Rick Wayne always says, pissing in your eye and calling it rain. Yes.
I wonder. Well, as you
You
said,
are
Mr.
passive.
Wayne, I miss him. I haven't spoken to him for a while.
Yes. So in passive communication, you may withhold your opinion, your feelings, and your wants. You may feel uncomfortable speaking your mind, especially when you're among supervisors or people you see as important. I remember a time in my life, I looked at certain people and it's like with such, they were so holy and they were so superior that I was afraid to speak to them. Or even if we're having a conversation to say anything. So that was a passive person right there. You may feel uncomfortable speaking your mind, especially when you're among supervisors or people you see as important. This type of communication style can make you feel as though you have no control
But Claire,
over a
as you mentioned that, that's
situation.
the way I used to feel, myself and others, when it came to Malcolm J. Scholar. He's a quiet person, but
But you are so
becomes-
serene and calm.
Yes, and boy,
What about him? You know, he just commanded that respect without
Yes.
saying one word.
notice Claire's choice of word, commanded, not demanded.
Yes.
But today, we know him better. He's such a wonderful
Hey, he'll
person.
crack a joke.
Yes.
Like I remember after I had my heart attack, when I came from Martinique, the doctor told me I could go back to doing everything, swimming, running, rock climbing, whatever I want to do. So I was sweeping the steps outside, and he looked over the fence and he said, "Are you still alive?" I
Yes.
mean, jokingly.
We know that, yes.
Jokingly.
Yes.
And I took it as a joke, and we laughed about it.
And when you get that from Malcolm Scholar, you have to know that that's a joke.
Yes,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want me dead, but
Right.
but that's his way of making a joke. So I knew it was a joke.
Yes.
Yes.
But I hope we got the point. These are, when we initially met him, he just became a Christian. He had that aura about him.
So you as well.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll leave passive-aggressive mode of communication to you.
Okay. Where are we? Passive aggressive. That's number 2. So the question is, are you frequently involved in undermining others? So with the passive person, they give up their rights. With the passive aggressive person, they undermine the rights of others. For instance, are you frequently involved in undermining others? Is your current mode of communication filled with sarcastic comments? That is, filled with comments with double meaning and non-verbal signals such as mockingly gazing upward, especially when you're on the phone and you're disgusted with somebody and you just cannot
I
muster...
think it becomes habit at times.
And you
Don't
just
you
cannot
think?
muster the courage to tell them that you would like to end the conversation.
Rolling your eyes and gazing upwards.
Right.
You're probably doing it from the time you were children, and you continue as adults.
Okay. A statement with double meaning is one that can be interpreted in more than one way, often depending on tone, context, or the listener's perspective. These are common in relationships because what's said on the surface may hide another message underneath. The real message is covert. Here are some clear, not my clear examples of double meaning statements. Remember, we are referring to the passive aggressive person. Aggressive in a hidden manner. Ansigwe, I'm fine.
But most times you ask persons, how are you doing? I'm fine.
Yep. But for the passive aggressive person, I'm fine. On the surface, everything is okay. Hidden meaning, I'm upset, but I don't want to talk about it. That's the hidden meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Again, do whatever you want. On the surface, give in freedom. Do whatever you want. That's what it seems. But the hidden meaning, I disapprove, but I wouldn't say it directly.
Then when I do what I want, you're upset.
There we go.
Mm.
Again, that statement, we'll see. On the surface, undecided. Hidden meaning, most likely no, but I don't want to say it outright. We have the right to say no. We have the right to say yes. We have the right to ask for what we want, what we need. But the passive-aggressive person, on the surface, hidden meaning, most likely no, but I don't want to say it outright.
So
Again,
these may fall under the heading of common lies. Last night, actually, the Bible study
we have a caller.
Was on that.
Yes.
Hello, good.
Go ahead, Sylvester.
Good afternoon, Pastor Phil. I have a short question for you.
Okay.
Listen on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
When a married couple, for example, wife and husband, the relationship is not what it has to be. At what stage should you bring your children into this thing? I listen on the radio to
Wait, before you go,
Mm.
because this is vague. When you say to bring it into this thing, to bring it into what?
Yeah.
What aspect?
To like your mommy and daddy cannot get along. The thing is not
Okay.
as it ought to be.
Okay.
In other words, when do you inform the kids or the children?
When do you inform? That's correct.
Mhm.
When do you
Okay.
inform them? Make them aware that this thing is not working good.
Mhm.
What you expect is not so, and what can happen, what can you do, and so forth. At what
Okay,
stage
we'll
do
answer
bring-
you
I listen on the radio.
offline. Yes.
Okay,
That's
thank
a
you.
Very important
Mhm.
question.
Very, very important. You don't wait until the chassis is on the road, until they, on their own, understand that you're about to divorce. But it would be a good thing that before that, you take them to see a counselor. The counselor would be able to help them understand that it is not because of the two of you that it's not because of them that the two of you are not getting
Has
along.
nothing to do with them.
Right. So it would be better to get the family to see a counselor that would be in a position to help them understand at their level.
Yes, often I've advised couples who call about that. I have advised them that you as a couple come in and see the counselor first and speak about how the two of you unanimously together will discuss this thing with the children. So you all will be on the same page.
Yes.
So
Okay.
you wouldn't have one person saying one thing, one person saying another thing. We'll continue. Somebody's on the line.
No, this message here. Good morning. Following, as usual, great program. That's from Elvin Frederick.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
Appreciate
Elvin, for listening.
good afternoon, Lady J and Dr. Phil and wife. The program is very interesting. I am learning to be assertive in my communication.
Beautiful.
It's
Beautiful.
wonderful. Bravo to
This
you.
makes us feel
Yes.
happy to know that. Yes.
So let's get back to the children.
Right.
So,
So
you're
the-
saying if the mother and father comes in first, and you sit down with the counselor, you'll weigh all things, because a lot of things will come into play. If there's going to be a divorce or separation, somebody will leave the house. somebody will have to leave the house. You cannot have a divorce and have somebody both of you are still in the house. It would make sense. But what about the children? Will you be taking the children every other weekend, every weekend? Will you be still involved in their lives on both parties, mother or father? Which one of you will take them at which time, whatever? Which one will provide the books? Which one will provide this and that and the other? But we need to put these things in perspective.
Yeah, but however, his question is not that deep. Is how soon, and it's very important, as soon as possible, but in the presence of a counselor.
Yes.
And you'll be surprised how the counselor will be able to prepare the children's heart. Let them know that you love them. Mommy loves you, daddy loves
Both
you.
mommy and daddy loves you.
But adults do have problems, and sometimes it's very difficult.
Can't get along.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good question. We'll probably
I
delve
hope somebody
there a little
listening
deeper.
out there can benefit from this
Yes.
question.
So we are speaking about it's not a big deal, saying it's not a big deal with the mouth on the surface, minimizing the issue, hidden meaning, it is a big deal.
I think you left out, you never listen.
This is an issue that keeps churning up from the ladies. My spouse, they use never because they don't get feedback to indicate that the person internalized, understood what was being said. So guys, we are being accused of never listening. What the ladies are actually saying is not that they are not guilty also. That's not what we're saying, but what we have been exposed to is that quite a number of our clients, females, are saying their guys don't listen. What they're saying, you might be hearing, but you're not giving them any information that would indicate that you internalized and understood what they're trying to convey to you. Now, the beauty here is listening does not mean that you agree.
Yeah.
It does not mean that what they're saying is true. Doesn't mean that. Listening says, I respect you to listen, to give attention to, and to give you feedback. Let me see if I understood what you're saying.
You say you're a liar? Because if you know it's not true.
So it is very important that we get that. We'll go into listening a little deeper later because this is critical. And we have quite a number of relationships disintegrating as a result of this. Women complaining, the guys don't listen, they disturb, they cut in before they finish a sentence. So please, let's not be passive-aggressive on the surface. Complaint about listening, hidden meaning, I feel unheard, unvalued, or disconnected. And we come to, it's not a big deal. You may say it's not a big deal on the surface. Minimizing the issue, hidden meaning, it is a big deal, but I'm afraid to press it.
I think we will have to end on passive-aggressive because the time is almost there. So let's bring it to a closure.
Yes, and remember, folks, it goes beyond the identifying of the 4 communication modes. We need now to help you understand how to identify yours, deal with shortcomings in yours, see where you are, and learn. Or you can come and pay me lots of money in my office to teach you to be assertive. There's the advantage, of course, role-playing and privacy, but if you get in it, we're trying to help because things are very difficult these days. So remember, get your spouse, get your children, if you can, the next time we're meeting again around our journey in assertiveness, our road to assertive speaking or communication, and we will be happy to have you. So with this,
So just to bring it to a close, we have double meaning statements which are dangerous because they blur the truth. They sound simple, but they carry hidden emotions. The cure is assertiveness. Saying what you mean kindly and clearly so your spouse doesn't have to guess. Do you find it difficult to compliment others? I guess we'll go for that.
Yes, we will go back to passive-aggressive communication. Remember, it's something that will take a little time, and it is invaluable, and our listeners have showed us that they're interested. So we will navigate there until.
So we'll have to bring this to a conclusion, and we will finish the passive-aggressive mode of communication next week, God willing, and delve into the aggressive and assertive type.
So folks, perhaps you are still uncertain, and that's okay. You will be, about your dominant style of communication, because we have not really gone through that yet. That's okay. The first step is simply to revisit your patterns of behavior and be honest with self. Don't lie to yourself. That doesn't make sense. Don't be discouraged if your answers fall into more than one category. That only means you're human. Recognizing where you fall is not doom and gloom. If you recognize you're passive, if you recognize that you're passive-aggressive, if you recognize you're communicating in an aggressive manner, easy to identify, I don't think many of us are assertive enough. If you're assertive already, you wouldn't be listening. Okay, so help is available. Change is possible. And assertive communication is a skill you can learn. And when you do, you'll discover that healthier conversations don't just save marriages, they enrich life itself. I'm Dr. Phil.
And I'm Claire, wishing you all the best in your journey to becoming assertive, if you're not there yet.
See you this time around. We love you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you both next week to continue the program.
Hey, prêtez-moi l'oreille un moment, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que j'ai observé changement conduite et pochon qui cache à binem? Ou ka peut-être ou assoui et qui n'est pas calé? Ou bien, ajouter et puis Dr. Phil conseiller et puis chez oui Clarissa conseillère à The Healing Process. Ça n'est pour dire la mode guérison. Tous les jeudis, 11h30 pour midi et demi. À REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Moi, assuré ou pourquoi joindre ça. Fais attention, écoutez et puis changez. La mode guérison. Tous les jeudis, 11h30 pour midi et demi. REV-UP St. Lucia 95.9 FM. Souple, quittez guérison commencer.
And this has been The Healing Process. Join us again next week, Thursday, same time, right here. And let's say goodbye to those of you who were listening on Facebook and watching, as well as on X and YouTube. And of course, those of you on 95.9, stay right there, as well as those of you who are listening online. Back in a moment.
You're listening to REV-UP St. Lucia, the Alpha of Radio, 95.9 FM. You're listening to REV-UP.